obviously I'm not going to be like, this is never going to work, whatever. I think that's silly. That's not how life works. But don't take offense to this question, but I have to ask you this question.
What do you think?
What kind of guy could you date that was like, you think would be completely okay? It feels like if you're thinking like, oh, I wouldn't be okay with it. You're looking at me like that. So the only other guy then would be like a guy who's in pornography.
Yeah, which I would never do. Yeah, that's why I don't have any hope for having. I'm actually just gonna stay single.
Don't say that.
No, yeah, that is really scary because I think it usually is guys that are in porn themselves, or I don't know, because there are a lot of people that I think would date me, but I just always think it's going to be a thing where eventually they're like, okay, I don't like this. Like I was talking to Lena, who's like she's my old
You
manager.
thought she was going to say a guy's name there, huh?
No.
For a second. He's like, what the
she texted me the other day. She was like, me and Adam are arguing whether or not you and Nick broke up. And I was like, no, like we did break up. It's just been tough, like, cause he, like the whole thing's getting to him. And she answered, she's like, yeah, I'm so sorry. Like that happens to like every girl in porn. And like the guys are always chill with it in the beginning. And then they always like end up being like kind of,
It's tough.
not controlling, but like it kind of gets them, which I don't blame him. Like I don't blame him at all. I really don't. Like I think that would get to me too. Like if I had to be tagged and stuff and like my comments are filled with it, whatever. I just think that it started to feel like I was the bad person. Like it was like I was the one that was like he was mad at when it was other people like writing comments and stuff. Like I wasn't doing anything. I was a perfect girlfriend, like loyal.
You don't think you're doing anything more that would create more like drama? Like for the audience to be like, well, she's doing this now.
I really didn't do anything during our relationship. I mean, maybe like the e-date stuff people like thought was crazy. I don't know.
Like the neon and whatever. That was whatever though.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, just I'm really curious, genuinely. Like, so you say you move apart at some point. Let's say it doesn't work. How? Like, who in your mind are you? Like, what kind of guy are you finding that you think? You think it's going to be like you're just have to get completely out of it at some point?
I think.
So you like
what
really
I would have to do is do OnlyFans for as long as I could, and then when I've had enough of LA, move somewhere else and just like meet someone organically.
Is there ever a time where
and be like far removed from, I guess?
Is there ever a time that you would give up all this?
Okay, you ask that all the time, but it's like I'm still so young. The money I made isn't gonna last me in the next like 80 years. I still have to make money.
There's other ways to make money, but we've talked about that.
Okay.
No, but I'm just curious because like, you know.
And also another thing is I have fans too. Like I care about my fans, and like my fans want to see content, and like I like making my fans happy. Like just how you like making your fans happy with YouTube. Like I have fans too. Like they're not just like it's not just like this thing that I like do for money. Like I do like having like supporters and stuff like that. Like, you know, I have a Discord with people I talk to like all day. Like it's.
But you know what? Like I think you could make a ton of money, maybe not money, and still be super comfortable and happy.
Why can't I like doing OnlyFans?
You could do it. No, I'm saying you can still do it. I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying at some point, like if you want like a solid relationship, unless it's with someone in that industry, and I don't even know how you feel about that personally, but like you said, you even know that every guy's going to come to that conclusion. Like maybe I'm kind of uncomfortable with this. Yeah. I think to your point, you are entertaining enough as just a person on camera that you could still be successful, and it's maybe it's not $2 million a month. Maybe it's 500,000, 200,000, whatever. Like that's still sustainable, good money. It's great money. And like, yeah, I guess for me, the question is like, when is it enough? Because at some point, like you're not going to be able to take back all the stuff, which I know that's part of your reason why kind of going back into it, or like maybe diving more headfirst into like doing more of that content, because you can't take it back because you've already, people labeled you as this, right? But at some point, like you can still make good money outside of it. And like, if you know that, and you know that, like if you say you did this for 5 more years and you kind of did more and more, you're setting yourself up even more for some guy in the future to be like, it's too much.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Yeah.
personally, in my defense of all, like, you know, how she feels about it getting to me, you know, I can't go change her. You can never change anyone. You gotta let them do what they want to do. But personally, like, I know her. This is, to me, I do admit that she is probably the most incredible girl I've ever met in my life. I could see it being forever. I could have. But it's like I see what you're saying. She could do so many things. She's brilliant. She's amazing. And I don't know. I don't think you have to.
Because my question is, like, if you keep doing it more and more, and then you find someone that you're like, hey, this is the guy, like some guy, let's say it's him or some other guy, like whatever, and you know that it's going to get to that point where he's like, I can't deal with this because you keep doing it. Like, my point is, like, the stuff doesn't just go away. It's kind of just always there.
Right.
It's not
Right.
that, it's not for me, and for things, I don't think it's not even that you can't deal with it. Almost, it's like, I believe you can do more.
Well, yeah, it's just twofold. It's twofold because I think about it, and you're gonna hear all the red pill commentary stuff. Is like, you can't. It's like your idea is, I'm gonna make as much money as I can, and then find someone who is okay with it. That's pretty hard. That's gonna be a harder task than just finding someone who's like, if you're kind of like slowly getting out of it and moving on to other things, because the guy that you find, let's say now it's like 3 more years of more of that stuff. It's like more and more and more. At some point, it's just like, for any guy, is gonna be like, yo, what the.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not just like, I think you're good at conversation. You're good at speaking. You're good at just being on camera. Like, none of this. And it's like, just do more of that and take less money. Because at some point, right, it's like,
Right.
how much do you need? I know you have that, I'll not make money until 80, whatever, like, but you could still make great money in this space without doing that. And I'm not trying to convince you to
Yeah.
stop. I'm just saying, in your thinking of, I'm going to do a bunch more and go harder and then find the guy, like, who's to say it just doesn't happen and now you're just older and you're going in that cycle with a different guy.
Right. Yeah.
And to me, I think about that. I'm like, that's scary to me. Like, if I was you, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. It sounds like you guys are just trying to convince me to stop.
No.
doing OnlyFans.
You do whatever you want. Like, I can't, I'm just talking about the things you're saying, like your idea of what you would do. Because I think you're entertaining. Like, you can be entertaining outside of all the shit that's just.
I think
Amazing.
it's probably honestly the red pill comments that because I get so much and they like overpower like other stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like you're only ever just gonna be. I'm like, okay, like
That's not
I'll just
true.
keep running my
That's
OnlyFans
fucked.
then.
Oh,
Like,
you can't listen to those idiots.
That's not true at all.
I don't know, but it's not like OnlyFans chore to me though. I like making the content. It's fun.
Yeah, I get it.
Because I feel the most confident when I get to like be single. So it's like, I don't know. It's like fun for me, I guess.
Yeah, it's your thing. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it's like, it's your choice, but you're gonna run into that issue again, maybe with some guy who's like,
Yeah.
now it's more.
Yeah. I also don't think I would date anyone in social media.
You think
Lesson learned.
damn. It's a good lesson, I guess.
To save him, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel so. One thing I've always said about like when I got into porn, I never wanted it to affect the people around me. And I'm really upset that he was affected by it and it like weighed on me heavily. Like I felt so bad that he was like being like receiving like the mean comments, like making fun of him for even dating me. Like that was like weighed on me really heavy too. Like I felt bad. Like I genuinely felt so bad because I don't think he deserves that. He was just with me because he loved me. Like,
Yeah. And in the beginning, like, you were getting that, but you were good with it, and it just wear it on you.
I'm just gonna be real. Like, I think I was never like big on Twitter. I'm still not. So nothing. That's my lowest platform. I think
I
I
love
started
Twitter.
I started posting on there more, and like they do okay. And then all of a sudden, I started getting tagged on there, and that's where the and I started seeing it, and it really, I'm gonna be honest, like that did my head up a bit. But looking back, as before that, I never took anything out on her, and I feel so bad that some nights ate at me. I really do feel bad, and I'm sorry.
it's okay.
I really am sorry.